Roger stayed with you for a while. He was in. Well, maybe describe his case. You said his reversals were horrific. Could you talk about Roger's case, because he stayed here in this with you as well?
Yes, he came out because he lived in Texas, and he would run voice-activated tape recorders at night and just had the most horrendous sounds on these recorders and voices, and he was looking for somebody to listen to them, and he came to Tucson to talk to Wendell Stevens, and Wendell just wasn't, he just wasn't ready for all that. But through the grapevine, he found out that I listened to tapes, and he came down here, and what I heard was just awful. It was just awful. And we spent the next couple of months doing everything we could to try to keep them away from him. And at the time, I just did not, I still didn't know just about the nature of this reality, but nothing we did really helped very much or for very long, which was another rug being pulled out from under me. You know, I mean, we did Reiki, we had a ceremony, we did holy water, he became born-again Christian, not here, but when he traveled, he became a born-again Christian, and seriously, I mean, truly, and a full immersion baptism. He had the whole congregation praying for him, covering himself in the blood of Jesus as protection, and he was attacked right in the church during the middle of all this. I mean, we did technologies, we did lead, we did garlic, we did vinyl, magnetics, magnet.
Well, what were they doing to him when he was here? What were they doing? What kind of attacks?
Well, they would, other than the rapes, which, you know, they're collecting, rape is one of the ways they feed, by the way. They call that alien honey. When they're in the process of raping somebody, they are ingesting your energy in that form. They would also cut into his head. They put implants into his nose, into the sinus cavity, into his ears. They would, that way they could monitor or give him the visions and the voices that they wanted him to hear to keep him in this tied in with them state. They can manipulate his dreams, the dreamscape. Then they would also dig into his head. They would extract fluids, spinal fluids. They feed on different organs, body organs. They will use like almost the needles to extract. Now this is all astral. They extract fluids, body fluids. When they ingest people, they're not just eating meat. They are eating. What they're eating is there's memory in our bones. They ingest elements, emotions, all these different things. Otherwise, they could just clone and eat people. You know, clone and eat and clone and eat. But that's not enough for them. The human body, when they ingest it, they take in much of what we are, or aspects of ourselves. Not our true spirit or soul, but they will absorb our essences. So it's not just meat to them. When they extract spinal fluids, which they do from a lot of people, if you have bumps or funny things going on behind your neck or in the back of your head, they sell that. It's synthesized and it is a drug. It's like their cocaine. They transport bodies, body parts, and astral humans to Mars and to Orion, and they traffic in these. It's a big, big commerce. We are their whole life. Orion, Mars, and this, which are their two main bases of operation. They come from Orion. Mars they own. They have huge detention centers and huge meat lockers. Most of the people who die are taken to Mars and they have hanging pens where they then kill them again astrally in these hanging pens. I think they probably are raping people while they're getting ready to be hanged, because that is tremendous fear, and they ingest that energy. They will torture little children in front of their parents so that they can get that energy. I mean, there's no depths that this race will not stoop to. They have no compassion,